Hello and welcome back, everyone. As you can see, we have got the floats on and we're ready to head back out to the Heron's Nest. We are here right now. We've flown back into the Wiscasset, Maine airport to re-outfit our de Havilland Beaver, and we've let a little bit of time pass here because I have been told, or I've read, that the harbor lights, actually the buoys, are lit up out there at the Heron's Nest. So let's see. First of all, we're going to see if I can take off with these floats on, because it changes the center of gravity, and I don't have any idea what my trim needs to be set at. I do know my rotation speed is a little faster. Oh, that's not too bad. This thing flies so well. It's just a nice, gentle bird. You know, if I can make it look smooth, anyone can. Putting the power back, get the flaps up, and we will head back out to Booth Bay, Maine, and the Heron's Nest. Again, if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, this is the freeware scenery from Orbix. The people that created it are the I Blue Yonder team, and kind of the cool part about this, besides it being free, is that it comes not only with the dirt airstrip and the hangar and the cabin, but it also comes with this little seaport. And so that's what we're going to be flying into. And it's actually the first time I've landed in this seaport. I have to bring my gear up. That's not good. There we go. Not used to bringing the gear up on this thing, you can tell. Get a little low fuel warning. We've been flying this thing a little bit today, so switch to the center tank. Trouble getting this thing trimmed out here. I don't know if we've hit a little bit of wind or not. It's been such a calm, nice, clear day all day today. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe we finally did get into a little bit of a breeze. But again, the center of gravity changes in this plane is modeled pretty nicely, I think. You put floats on it, that changes things. You empty out the rear fuel tank, that changes things, and so you just are continually having to make those adjustments to keep things stable. It's, like I say, it's not really a difficult plane to stabilize. It's got the short, really broad wings. I don't have the stall kit on this particular model. I just picked the regular wings, but that changes things as well. If you're used to flying, the Beaver that has the stall kit, and then you go to the regular straight wings, I mean, that changes the feel of it. So anyway, I've enjoyed it. I don't have a lot of hours on this plane yet, but the hours I do have been a lot of fun, and it's amazing how much it's opened up the world of P3D. Just all these smaller airfields, and these backcountry airstrips. I don't know that you can hit all of them if you flew, one a day for the rest of your life. So we're heading out again. This is an island that's just off the coast here of Maine, Booth Bay Harbor. aerodrome is on the far side of the island here, so the south side of the island. We're going to fly just to the west, and I can see the lights on in the different towns, so hopefully those buoys will be lit up as well. If not, we have plenty of light. We can bring it in safely. I don't know if you would be flying out here this time of night if you didn't have some light. It'd be difficult to judge where the water is, I think, but just for our little experiment here, we're going to just see what happens. I do think the island itself has like one light kind of at the top of the hill that's on. We'll see when we get a little bit closer. It looks like something's blinking on top there. And I don't know if that's just part of the Orbix scenery, that's really like a beacon of some sort, but I do know there's a tall tower there. I thought it had a light at the top of it. It may just be one of those that shines down on the hillside, though. It might not be something that's meant for anything else. Alright, so see the buoys kind of on the far side, and I can't tell if they're lit up or if it's just the regular colors. I want to believe they're lit up because I think that would be pretty cool. When we get closer, we'll see. Take it down to about 500 feet. Kind of level it off, get our speed where it needs to be. So the dirt strip runs kind of east-west on the island. You can kind of see it cutting across there. There's the cabin and the hangar, and the seaport actually runs kind of north-south, so that's interesting. I wonder how the winds play out here for the most part. You do have the flexibility, I guess, landing out at sea, that you can pretty well point the nose however you need to, and there's enough open ocean out here that you can do that very easily, and then just kind of, I think you just taxi in through the buoys. I don't think you land in the buoys. We're going to land approaching the buoys, but yeah, I just wonder what the winds do out here on a normal basis. Alright, let's pull the power back a little. Let's get this thing slowed down. We're about 300 feet now. Add some flaps in here. Make our base turn. Boy, if it got dark out here, would be very, very difficult to judge where the water is. And I know this thing has landing lights and nav lights and all that, but I don't know, it would be kind of tricky. Alright, let's see here. Here's our island. We're going to go ahead and bring her in here. Add some more flaps. See the buoys. Well clear of those, and just kind of taxi it in. About 100 feet. Speed looks good. Coming up, and we're down. Definitely, in a lot of respects, easier to land on the water. But I think your options are a little more limited for water landings. I mean, it wouldn't take a whole lot of sea to maybe make it impossible. I mean, I don't know what this thing's rated as far as you know, how high the waves can be before you can't land, but I wouldn't think it'd be a whole lot. And you know, maybe in this little harbor, maybe it's sheltered enough that you don't really have that problem, or maybe you land on the other side of the island or something where it's a little more sheltered. That I don't know. I mean, this is something I have never studied a whole lot, but it's just cool to have this option if you need it. So as we get a little closer, you can definitely see the lights on the top of the buoys. That's pretty cool. You can see the little building there at the end. We'll taxi into that. I think we can go ahead and clean up our flaps. Let's have a little peek outside here, see what it looks like. Yeah, pretty cool. All in all, like I say, for it being freeware, you know, it's pretty doggone good quality, and it's just nice to have places to go that you just don't think about. I mean, this is definitely one of them. Looks like the dock is kind of over to our left a little bit. I don't know. Probably. Yeah, we'll probably just park it on this side here. My boat driving skills are only a little worse than my regular landing skills, so we'll just put it over here just to make sure we're clear of everything. We end up on the beach here anyway. But there you go. Let's hop out, take an aerial view of things here. Just if you haven't seen what the heron's nest looks like, this might give you a feel and convince you to, you know, maybe take a minute and download this thing. There's our seaport. Little dinghy. Does feature some birds and things like that. Nice wave effect on the shore. There's the hangar. maybe take you down the runway here real quick before we're all said and done. Give you a little bit of a bird's eye view. The runway is pretty cool just because it kind of peaks at the hill right there. Oh, that's not a light, it's a windmill for power. Okay, well, live and learn. But no matter which way you land or take off, you're going uphill, you're going downhill, you're bouncing in and out of bumps and things like that. It's pretty cool. The surrounding area, you know, I don't know how much of that is modeled here, but it doesn't matter. This is a cool enough spot as it is. So yeah, there you go. I'm glad you hung out with us, and who knows where we'll end up next, but hopefully you'll come along with us for the ride. Until then, take care. We'll see you.